Let me share a situation that happens more often in fashion production than people actually realize. A fashion brand launches a new collection online. The designs are perfect, very beautiful. Customers place their orders immediately. But a few weeks later, the messages begin to come in. Where's my order? Why is my outfit delayed? And when the team starts to try to fix the problem, naturally, everyone thinks it's the factory that defaulted. But when you decide to trace the issue back carefully, the problem did not just start there. The problem started much earlier. It started with fabric sourcing. Fabric sourcing is the very first pillar of the garment production steps series that I would like to introduce you to, because it quietly determines how everything else will go. If the fabric isn't properly assessed, if the quality, its availability, and consistency are not properly assessed, production can quickly become unpredictable. And when production becomes unpredictable, delays almost always follow. And this is why in my garment production step series, I start with fabric sourcing. In garment production, the very first decision you make often determines the outcome of everything that follows. If you decide to use that stretchy material that doesn't work for the silhouettes that you are creating, it's going to affect production. Interestingly, many production problems that we see nowadays actually begin right there. I remember seeing someone recently who was wearing a dress by a popular designer, and she began to highlight the issues that she had with the dress. The quality issues. The dress was a beaded one, but you could clearly see the threading of the beading on the wrong side. And to her, she felt like it needed to have been covered up or lined properly. Now, I'll tell you something. The choice of fabric, I quietly sat down there and I didn't say a word because I thought to myself, the choice of fabric already makes it difficult for it to be lined. Because in this climate where we live, lining a lycra fabric or a lycra dress is like begging to be suffocated with heat. So I bet the designer chose not to line that particular one to cover up the beading thread because of the choice of the fabric. Now you see what I mean by fabric sourcing being an important part. In fact, the very first step of planning your garment production. Follow me on this journey.